Breaking news, my wonderful people. Governor Dave Umahi has revealed how Wike helped Tinubu to win the 2023 presidential elections. My wonderful people. Una know say before the February 25th presidential elections, Governor Wike and his aggrieved G5 governors said that they won't support Atiku Abubakar. And Atiku Abubakar thought that it was a joke. He thought that they were playing, that maybe at the end of the day they would run back to the PDP and support him. But no, Autumn publicly endorsed his own presidential candidate, which is Peter Obi. However, Nyesom Wike refused to publicly endorse his preferred presidential candidate. That was before the presidential elections. And Nigerians were wondering, what is this man trying to hide? What game is Nyesom Wike trying to play here? We all know that he's not supporting Atiku Abubakar. So who is Nyesom Wike going to support? Most Nigerians thought that Nyesom Wike would support Peter Obi of the Labour Party, while there were speculations, there were allegations going around that Nyesom Wike would support the APC presidential candidate, no other person than Bola Tinubu. And then we said, okay, let us watch how it will go. And then on the election day, in fact, Nyesom Wike really shocked Nigerians because he personally made sure that Bola Tinubu won in his state. We know that Bola Tinubu won in Rivers State. I mean, he got the highest number of votes in Rivers State. Meanwhile, the other, remaining G5 governors, Peter Obi won in Abia State. Peter Obi won in Abia State, and then Atiku Abubakar and Bola Tinubu, they shared the remaining states. But my country people, do you know that this issue, this eternal conflict that happened before the presidential elections was like a stepping stone to Bola Tinubu's presidency and how he emerged as the president-elect in this country? Because had it been that Nyesom Wike and his aggrieved governors had come together to solve the issues going on between them and the party's leadership, I'm certainly sure that maybe Atiku Abubakar would have gotten an upper hand in this election. If he is not the winner, at least he would have gotten an upper hand instead of Bola Tinubu. So you see, the unresolved disputes among the leaders of the main opposition party, in fact, the PDP, it's clearly handed an advantage to Tinubu now on the presidential election day. And then, when you see how Peter Obi left the PDP, the crisis continued though, and it became worse when Atiku went ahead to pick his running mate in the person of the Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. It left the PDP bitterly divided. That was when Nyesom Wike formed these G5 governors and they started attacking Atiku Abubakar. And several efforts by Atiku to reconcile with the aggrieved, governors were unsuccessful. Instead, the G5 governors who led the dispute with Atiku, they struck to their guns. They said, no, we are never backing out, not now, not never, until you see to our demands. And Atiku Abubakar was not ready to see to their demands. That was how Nyesom Wike said, okay, no problem. I will show you the kind of person that I am. And Governor Nyesom Wike worked against the candidate of his party. So you see that the inability of the PDP to unite after dispute over zoning and power rotation, in fact, proved costly for Atiku now, because that issue stripped him of critical support in the party's traditional stronghold. And that was why he came out the second position. Had it been all these disputes were resolved before the elections, then we would have known where the PDP would have been at this very point in time. But no, it served as an advantage to Bola Tinubu, who won most states, in the north and also in the south. So my country people, Governor Dave Umahi has revealed how Wike helped Tinubu to win the 2023 presidential elections. I know that most Nigerians were alleging that Nyesom Wike, in fact, rigged the elections. in favor of Bola and Tinubu, just to make sure that Bola Tinubu won in Rivers State. Some indigenes of Rivers were saying, Nyesom Wike took our votes. He rigged us of our votes. He rigged these elections personally to see that his candidate won. But my country people, last, now still Bola Tinubu na him win Rivers State. The governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, said that Nyesom Wike, the governor of Rivers State, was instrumental in Bola Tinubu's election as the nation's president-elect. On March 27th, the governor, Umahi, made this declaration during a speech at a meeting arranged by Wike in the Riversin local government of Obiakpo. He stated that there was no way to access the election's performance without mentioning Governor Wike. Continuing, Umahi asked Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike to join the president-elect Bola Tinubu's cabinet since Wike has a lot to offer Tinubu. He said, "I thank God Almighty who has enchanted that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Kasim Shettima will be victorious. Take a look at the process of God, Tinubu and Shettima. God made Governor Wike highly accessible, both directly and indirectly, and there is no way to assess the election's performance without addressing Governor Wike. We will request that Asiwaju and Shettima bring Wike into the core administration of the federal government because he has much to offer. He has a lot to give the country's unity. It is no longer about the party, but it is about the country's unity, about how to bring this country ahead and reconcile with our people," Umahi, the governor, stated. The governor said any politician who wants to win in Rivers State without Wike is joking because Tinubu received about 231 and 591 votes in Rivers State, defeating the PDP, Atiku Abubakar, who received 88,468 votes, and the Labour Party's Peter Obi, who received 175,071 votes. Guys, this is coming from Governor Dave Umahi. So my country people, what's your take on this? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you. Bye for now.